my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Eugenia Kelcy. And if you're not, you're probably like, what is she doing? This is so different from what I'm used to, but I have waited so long to share this news with you guys, but I'm a model, you guys. I am assigned like with one of the biggest agencies. Like I'm a not super, but we're getting there. But I am a signed model. Like that is just not in my wildest dreams could I have like imagined this possible, but it's here. I am a signed model with one of the biggest agencies in the world, and I just wanted to share my journey with you guys and to also show you guys this side of my life, because I know I'm not, I come here and I do hair and that's it, and I just wanted you guys to know me a little bit and what I do. But yeah, let's get into it. Before anything, I want to give all the glory, honor, and adoration to God, because I honestly, the opportunities that I've gotten, I would not be here without God. And I always make it a point that wherever He brings me, I just want to glorify Him, give Him His glory, give Him His honor, because it's not my doing. Like many people have been trying to do this and they have not been able to get where I am. It's because of the favor, the grace, and the mercy that of my God. And I just want to take the time to just honor Him, to just praise Him, and to just love on Him, because God is so good to me. Oh my God. Okay, enough with all the excitement. So a little bit about my journey to modeling and getting signed. So basically all of my life, people have been telling me that I look like a model, or like they'll be like, oh, you have such like a high fashion face, whatever that means. And at home, my friends and family, like everyone calls me Madame Azelle, and that's because it's like an African thing where it's like your body, your face, and everything just looks like you're a model. And even here on YouTube, whenever I would post like hair care videos, people would just be like, you should model, like, oh my God, are you a model? And that kind of like I was just like, if people are saying it, then I should like, pursue this a little bit. And it's so funny because my first time coming into the US, like literally we were going to get our social security, and this lady saw me and she was just like, oh, my brother is like an agent. And then she scouted me on the spot. But a day later, like we never heard back from her, so I was just like, whatever. So I always had it on the back of my mind, but I never really had the privilege of just like pursuing it, because if you're like a first generation African immigrant here in the US, like everything is just education, which is like important, so I was pre-med, so I went to college and I was doing all my pre-med stuff. I also did theater because I always loved like the arts, like acting and everything else, but mostly I was pursuing like pre-med. That's what I love doing, and that's what I pursued. And I did not have the time to focus on anything else. Plus organic chemistry was beating me up so much in school. Like no, I had no attention towards anything else. So quick forward to COVID happened, and I just had a lot of free time in my hands. So I was just like, I'm sitting here not doing anything, so why not just pursue it? Okay, so I finally got up the courage to like apply to agencies. And look, I really applied to every agency in LA because I live in Los Angeles. I applied to any LA agency. Like I applied to bigger agencies. I applied to smaller agencies, like mother agencies, which is like an agency that connects you to like other bigger modeling agencies. Tell me why I got denied to all the agencies that I applied to. I was just like, what is going on? Like, have y'all seen this face? Like, is everybody lying to me? And that was like a big blow to like my confidence, which was like not already there. Like I was just going under the influence of just people telling me that I looked pretty, but personally I just never felt confident in myself. So I was just going under the like people telling me, and I just went ahead and did it. And when I got denied, it was just like a huge blow to my confidence, because it just reassured how I felt about myself. But I was like, I really wanted to do this. I had seen other girls doing it, and I was just like, this is something that I want to do, and I want to represent girls that look like me. So I was just like how do we start? So I came back on YouTube and I Googled how to start modeling, all of that, and I saw one of the advices that I got was like TFPs, which is like trade for photography. So I started joining Facebook photography pages and like modeling pages, and I started working with photographers to build like my self-confidence on camera. It's also like build like have like a kind of like a camera presence. And so I started doing that. I started collaborating with stylists, with makeup artists, with photographers, basically anyone who wants me. Like, I was there. So I built my portfolio a little bit. And me, with my research, I also started researching the different types of models, because there's a runway models, there's petite models, there's a commercial, there's so many types of modeling. And I just felt like starting in, I just didn't have any idea what I was doing, so I applied to any agency, and that did not really work for me. So when I started researching, like I knew I wasn't going to be a runway model because I'm petite, like I'm not 5'8". Hopefully, we're hoping that that changes, because there's been so many progress in the modeling industry when it comes to weight, but you don't quite see it with height. So I'm hoping that petite models can also get to be on the runway sometime, because I would really love to do it. But I researched and I was just like, I'm a petite model, so I started looking at what types of petite models that agencies were signing with. So I was just like, I can't work on my height, like I can't be any taller, so I'm gonna work on everything else that I could work on. So I started working on my skincare routine. I started taking care of myself. I started working out, do everything possible to like stay fit, and to also like go for like the look that brands that hire petite models like would wanna go for. So I did that, and I think in December of I'm not quite sure on the year, probably 2020 or 2021, I think I applied to the agencies that I applied to again, and this time I think my headshots, I'll show you my headshots. So what you need to, when you're submitted to agencies, you're gonna need a headshot, which is like from here to here. You're gonna need a side profile, which is like the side of your face. You're gonna need like I'll insert pictures like on these sides so you guys can know what I'm talking about. So I took all of them and I applied to lots of agencies. Like, I applied to any agency that would have me. I even applied to like international agencies. Like, I was applying to the UK, like Australia. I was like, whoever will have me, I'm moving there. And I did have some UK and like Australian agencies reach out to me, but since I didn't live there, like we couldn't continue it, and they were not going to like sponsor me. It's like you're a beginner model, so it's like no agency is gonna waste that much money, to take a chance. So like you have to build yourself up. So one of the agencies here in LA, some other agency reached out to me, and I was so ecstatic that day. And when they reached out, they said they loved my look. I was also building my social media presence, so you can't just be a pretty face. It's like you gotta be about something. Like if I look on your Instagram, it's like, what can I see? What do you support? Who are you? So I also like focused on that and just building my social media presence and stuff. And they reached out. It was actually Robert from Willow. He reached out and was just like, we love your look. We think you're smart. Like you're a triple threat. But we're gonna have to talk to you, the president of the agency, which is his wife, Stacy. So he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna set up a phone call, like a 30-minute phone call with you and Stacy to get a bit about your personality and to know you more. And I kid you not, we were supposed to spend 30 minutes, and Stacy and we talked about 2 hours on the phone. It was just so nice. She was just like the sweetest person ever, and we just connected and we just talked about it wasn't even modeling, like we were talking about life and college, and we talked about her kids, we talked about my brothers, and it was just so nice. She was just like a sweet person, like someone that you feel really safe with. So I was just like, I feel really safe with her, so I'm gonna go with her. But that was not the only agency that reached out to me. I also had other agencies reach out to me, but at that moment I felt like Willow was like the best fit for me. And it was so nice because she was willing to sign me while I was in college. So mind you, this agency is back in Southern California, and I was in school at UC Berkeley in Northern California. So it's like her signing me and taking a chance on me, knowing that I was gonna be in college, like I wasn't gonna have time to like work until I graduate. Like I really appreciated that so much. And even like when I was in college, I would still get jobs because she put me on the website, and like she was really working really hard. And I remember one time I had to put in a request at school to, you know, come back here to Southern LA because I got this big brand, like, you know, opportunity, and I just didn't want to pass it out. So, and that was like one of my first shoots, but it wasn't as frequent because I was still in school. And as I said, I was double majoring in molecular and cell biology, which is like my pre-med aspect, and I also doing like theater, which is like a lot. So I did not have time for that. Quick forward to 2022, May, I graduated. I came back in June and I started working. And at that time, it wasn't really like, it wasn't that quick, you know. I'll get a few jobs here and there, but that's one thing about the modeling industry. It's like, it's not, you would get lots of jobs in like in the span of like a month, and then it's like the next month it's like all quiet and stuff. So you also have to have like other stuff that you're, you know, in case you're dependent on it for rent and like for, you know, just your day-to-day like care for yourself. So it's like you're gonna need like a second job or like other streams of income if, you know, you're starting out as a model. But I worked with the agency Willow for 6 months, and in January of 2023, like this is why I said God is so good. In January of 2023, I received an email from Stacy that they were merging with one of the biggest agencies in the world. And I remember being denied to that agency. I was so heartbroken because I was just like, oh my, like, because any agency that I would have, even some agencies would reach out to me because they would see my face and they're just like, oh, this is like a face that we could put on a runway. And then they would ask about my height and I'm like 5'4", 5'5", and they would just not reply, you know. And that, like, that also like saddened me a little bit. But you know, when Stacy and this big agency merged, that was just an opportunity for me to just sign with this bigger agency. And it's just so funny because it reminds me of what my mother was said, that do what you always like, do what you know, and just spend time with God. And it's like opportunities would just come to you, like your name is going to be placed in places that you do not really know. And it's like I signed with one of the biggest agencies without having to apply, without having to do any work. Like I was just placed there. And that's why I talk about, you know, the favor of God and to just glorify God, because I have friends and other people trying to do what I do and they've not had this opportunity. It's just by the grace of God, it's just by the favor of God. I never want to create this impression that I did it all by myself, because I didn't. That's a God honest truth. I did not. I have favor, I have God helping me out, and I just want to, you know, glorify him. So yeah, that's a little bit about my story. And also, like, I've been signed with them for about 3 months now, and honestly I've gotten a lot of jobs. They have not, you know, some jobs I can't really talk about it because they have you sign an NDA because the company hasn't launched, you know, the photo shoots yet. But I have worked with so many big brands, and I'm just so happy and honored to, you know, to be able to do this. And I just can't wait to share with you guys my journey. Like, just being on set is just an amazing feeling. Being in front of the camera, you have the makeup artist, you have stylists, you have like the, you know, the crew, and everyone just hyping you up and loving on you. It's just, you know, it's so surreal. It's just an amazing experience, and I'm loving having my life documented. So it's like every year I'm seeing how I'm changing, how I'm growing, how I'm expanding in my branding myself, and also like taking pictures throughout the years. And I think it's like, and that's also one thing I love about modeling. It's so nice to have your images documented for free over the years, and I think that's something that I could look back on and just be really excited about. And yeah, that is my journey. If you guys want me to go more in depth about just my set life, my workout routines, what I eat in a day, you don't have to ask me. Like, I'm gonna do that either way.
I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna do that anyway because that's how I am.
But yeah, I'll be sharing that with you guys. I'm so excited to bring you guys into this aspect of my life. And if you're an aspiring model, an aspiring content creator, join the team. Consider subscribing, because I'll be dropping some gems that you do not want to miss out on. Thank you guys so much for the support. As always, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have been with me from the start, and it's just so nice that you guys get to see me grow. You guys get to see me do the things that I love, and I love coming here and being able to share with you guys. So I'll probably do a follow-up and just go more in depth about the industry, like a step-by-step guide on how to get in if you're trying to do modeling. And yeah, that is just mostly it, and I just wanted to share this part with you guys. So this is consider this a sneak peek. Okay, bye my loves. Bye. Alright, just one last thing. I know I already said bye, but it was so hard fitting my portfolio in the intro, and I just wanted to show you guys stuff that I've been working on, images that I've been working on. So below is a slideshow of my work, most of the ones that I love and I'm really proud of, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So enjoy these images. Okay, bye-bye.